In the last video, we learned how to access our server remotely. Now it's time to make that server actually do something useful. In our case, we'll deploy our first application called FileBrowser. Think of it as your own personal Google Drive. The difference is that the storage capacity depends only on what you've set up on your server or your VM. Now, before we start deploying applications, we need a way to run them efficiently, and that's where Docker comes in. So what exactly is Docker? So Docker is basically a platform that lets you package application into something called containers. Think of containers as a lightweight portable box that contains everything that your app needs to run code, system tools, libraries, and settings, and etc. etc. It's similar to a shipping container and how they pack everything together before being shipped across the world. Docker containers is similar to that in the sense that it bundles applications so they can run consistently on any machine. Now, unlike traditional virtual machines, containers share the host operating system, and it makes them faster and much more efficient, since they use less RAM, less disk space, and less CPU to operate than what a VM would. So let's install Docker on our server. So first, we're going to make sure we're connected to the server via SSH in our terminal. And then we're going to install Docker with this command. All right, now it will ask for our sudo password, and we're going to enter our password to grant sudo access to our user. This script downloads and runs the official Docker installation script. So once that's finished, we need to add our user to the Docker group. So it allows us to run Docker commands without typing sudo. So we're going to add our user to the Docker group for root access by typing sudo usermod -a capital G docker and $user. The thing is, for this change to take effect, we need to restart our shell session, and we're going to log back in via SSH. Now, once we're logged back in, we're going to verify that Docker is working by running docker -version. Now, let's check if any containers are running. We're going to type docker space ps. Right now, it should basically show an empty list. Now, for our first application, we're going to install FileBrowser by running this command. And that's it. Once this command runs, FileBrowser will be up and running on your server. So now we're going to try to access FileBrowser by typing cloud.local:8080. Before accessing FileBrowser, we actually need to know the username and password for accessing FileBrowser as an admin. To do that, we're going to type docker logs FileBrowser. This will basically check the logs within the container that we've just created, just to see if we miss credentials that are generated. Yeah, it seems like there's some credentials generated. Okay, so now we're going to our file browser in the web, and we're going to enter these credentials. And there you have it. Next video, we're going to publish this into internet with a .com domain using something called Cloudflare Tunnel.